them ones, catch me out in Decatur with some meat and potatoes. Waffle House in Atlanta, I hit the blue flame.
It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Dolphins and the reigning AFC champs, and it comes your way next.
Well, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now a first down throw. Stafford checks this down to Hubbard. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Throwing is Stafford. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Stafford. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the 50, it's Stafford. Got him in. Here it's Bryant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Harrison Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Play action. It's Goff. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Stafford under pressure, and they got to him again. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the return, Johnson. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Miami set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well,
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wheeler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Ebron caught left side. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. These two teams all tied after 1. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Derrick Henry. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again to Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make it.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Emmanuel Ogbah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, it's Stafford. Complete to Bryant. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the 50, Stafford. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's Stafford. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. He takes it inside the 40. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and that's caught by the tight end Bryant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Harrison Bryant with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Uses the stiff arm, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll run with Henry. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, and our players. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Stafford. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. 3 yards remain for second down. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Throw left side, complete. That's Bryant. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Returning it, Johnson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Bills to take winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 102 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Here's Goff. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here we go on 4th. Goff. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Gone. Touchdown, Bills. That's caught. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the air. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Whenever we talk about the best, strongest safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Hubbard. There's the stiff arm. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Second and 6. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That goes for a gain of 31.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. His third rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Back now in Buffalo. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The pitch to Henry. And shedding through the tackle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try the air now with Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And now following that last play, I do believe. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now it's Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, it's Henry. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on third, Goff. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Hubbard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He was brought down there by Julian Love. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down now, it's Henry, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Blankenship's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
On the return, it's Taylor. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points.